Okie dokie, everybody, welcome back to the Backdrop Scan Invitational. Look at our backdrop, it's humongous. Compare it to the NASL, compare it to the ESL, the GSL, our backdrop is the best. Look at it, it's so big and it throws the point into your face, you know?
Absolutely.
When you join in the stream, you say Scan Invitational.
I was a little bit worried because people might be shocked by the amount of how in your face it is.
I know, right?
They're like, oh, well, I mean, I like Scan Invitational hosting like a tournament, but do they have to get a backdrop that big and annoying?
I know, it's just in my way. Oh, God, I just want to look at Tilo's painting in the background that he did himself. God, Scan. Anyway, thank you, Scan. They are at Scan Computers. You guys can actually go on Twitter and follow them. They have obviously great deals that you can find out on scan.co.uk/today only. They have awesome deals, guys, and they're also helping esports. They're providing the prize pool for this tournament, so thank you, Scan Computers. Their website, by the way, is scan.co.uk, so if you want to go support them, you just leave them a tweet saying, thank you for the invitational that Diapollo and TLO are hosting. Thank you, guys. And, of course, everyone's appreciative of it. So,
Yes,
it looks
thank
like...
you very much, Scan.
Oh, so cute when he says that. Wait, he smiled too. Alright, it looks like Bling and Cass are ready. So we can go into game number 3 on Daybreak. 2011's Team Liquid voted #1 map, if I am not mistaken.
You are very well informed, sir.
Alright, thank you. Alright, let's go.
Of course,
Oh,
you got your
Cass.
information on the best broadcasting and news station, which is also Team Liquid, also being the best community page and just everything you need in your life.
When you wake up and read the newspaper and drink coffee, you should read Team Liquid.
No, it's true. The funny thing is, like, we even have, like, whenever anything happens in the world, sometimes Team Liquid is faster than CNN, because somebody who reads some local news, which is faster than global news, obviously, posts on Team Liquid, which turns out to be a huge global news, and then was on Team Liquid before it was on CNN. I'm not even kidding.
Exactly. You know, when you go to the toilet and some people leave magazines, some people leave newspapers.
I have
you
laptop
could have a
with Team
small
Liquid.
laptop to read Team Liquid.
It's true.
When you're in the shower, if you have a TV in there, on the wall, of course, not in the shower or bathtub, you could plug a HDMI cable into it. You could have a laptop running.
Yes.
And you could read Team Liquid. Maybe you'd have to have
A lot of
someone else control it.
Well,
the
you could-
laptop.
You could have like a remote which is like covered in rubber, and then you can.
I reckon you and Nazgul need to make like the Team Liquid news show. Where you sit there, you shuffle your papers, and you're, today on TeamLiquid.net news.
Breaking
Brought to you
news.
like breaking news. Breaking news.
Which is just gonna write a program that like interrupts all streams on Team Liquid when we have breaking news. Doesn't matter if IEM is on our MLG or anything, it just goes Team Liquid, breaking news.
Breaking news. Team Liquid brought to you by Liquid Nazgul and Liquid TLO.
Welcome.
Welcome to the show. Oh, you're actually going to his house soon, so maybe it could happen.
Yeah, it could happen.
Breaking news! There's a stream gone live.
Yes, and also breaking news. Dignitas Bling against Empire Cass on battling it out on Daybreak.
You're amazing, mate. You're the best German play-by-play ever. Do you want to introduce the players?
I'd very like to.
You
I'd
please
very
go
much
ahead,
like to.
take
Yes,
your time.
yes. Okay, so Empire Cass is spawning in the top right location as a blue Terran player. It looks like his SCVs are mining quite, well, a lot of minerals for the beginning of the game. It's really quite impressive. In the bottom left of the position, we do have Dignitas Bling not having SCVs, but it probes the workers of the protest race, planting down a pylon, which is quite standard. And let's see how it goes from here.
That's just made my entire tournament. I'm sure it's made everybody else's as well. You're just so good, Tilo. It's like the production guy's like, shut up, be serious.
I was serious.
Oh, did I forget to go into game?
The good thing is, I described the scene of the map so vividly, people didn't even know, didn't see it.
You didn't need to be a game. You don't actually need to have the game. We might as well just go back.
We actually
to
doing
the
a-
camera,
we
and
actually
might
do-
as well just do play-by-play because it's just the same.
Yes, we are just actually doing a radio broadcast.
All right, Daybreak, one of the biggest maps ever, because it's like an illusion, Daybreak, because you load the mini map and you go, God, it's not that big, is it? And then all of a sudden you send your scout out and it's like, oh God, it actually is.
But that's only because of those destructible rocks. In the middle, really.
It's like a marathon run. You say, like, I'm gonna go ahead and do that marathon run. It's not that hard. And then you do it.
I never thought that.
You don't know what a marathon is?
No, I mean, I never thought, well, it's gonna be easy.
There's like some guy out there like, oh, marathon's so easy.
It's only 42 kilometers.
Anyway.
Come on, who thinks it's gonna be easy? That was the stupidest thing I've ever heard.
Oh, sorry. Barracks, command center down. And we will be actually, before the second supply depot, so nice and early from Cass. Meanwhile, Bling actually taking second gas, having scouted his opponent.
And seriously, the guy died who did the first marathon.
Don't go back to that. Did he?
Well, I mean,
was that live on breaking news last night?
No, it's like, don't you know, like the guy? It's like, I think it was in Roman history or Greek history. I don't want to say anything wrong. Yeah. There was a guy who wanted to warn his city that enemies aren't coming, and he just ran 42 kilometers or 40 kilometers straight. That's what the tales say. And I think either he ran to the city of Marathon, or he was called Marathon, or something like that. So that's why you call it Marathon.
Wow, I didn't know that. Thank you. Why is Bling foreign gas? Is that just for? It looks like just for 1 gate expo, but does it need to be 4 gate and foreign gas?
Did Cass see what's going on? No.
No, Cass hasn't scouted, I don't think. So why is he foreign gas though? That's weird. You don't need it to go this build, right? Well, I mean, you could do this off 3. I'm sure.
Yeah.
But I guess the only kind of thing is that it's faster to tech up afterwards. Because it obviously builds the gas up that little bit more, and also you can just throw 2 in gas instead of building the simulator then going into gas.
It seems like he wants to stay on 4 gas too, for a little bit at least.
Yeah, I mean, he's getting down the gateways down, of course, but now, I mean, maybe I guess it could be just a timing that's laid out really nice to get down the robotics facility on a decent time without having too much gas, maybe. So we'll have to have a look at that. Meanwhile, Cass, though, has kind of gone back to, ABC, straightforward up. Play Cass, 3 barracks, double gas has been taken, of course, and we'll be looking into getting the tech lag onto that barracks now.
Cass actually not having a waypoint on his command center. Now he fixes it.
Where, on the natural?
Yeah, well, you fix it now really quickly. And Bling taking on the neutral depot, of course. Just
but let's have a look at, I mean, unless, no way could he triple expand.
Oh my god, that is so cool.
Oh my god!
He's just paying it back. Turning it around.
Wow, this is so cool. If Bling actually won because of that, and that Cass never scouted it,
that would be so hilarious. Like at the 25-minute mark, there's gonna be that one stimp marine, just like that.
It's like, God damn it, what is wrong? Why? And to be honest, if Cass goes for a kind of a regular push with a factory, which actually has not been placed down yet. Okay, so it should be coming down very, very shortly. Sorry. So when he gets up to 100 gas coming shortly, he should be going for. Well, actually, he could be for the factory, and then he goes for a standard push. It actually may be too late. There is the factory, and if he waits for 2 medivacs and then pushes, or maybe even waits for 4 and tries to split across with drops, it may actually be too late because he has no idea about this expansion, and it is down so early that Bling's just going to have such an economy and production available for that timing. Why does Bling have 2 probes in the middle of the map?
It's a little bit odd. I was wondering that too.
He's like, oh no.
I think it was just a misrally. Yeah. Bling's third base is ready at 7:45.
That is sick.
So early for a Protoss player. That's when early Cirque third battery finishes, honestly. And
double forge as well.
Double forge.
Okay.
I don't know if I like double forge from
that's what I was gonna say.
Because I'd prefer to have a little bit more security and more units here. But if you can pull it off, it's going to be even harder for Cass to win this game.
Yeah. I mean, what is he? He's still on 3 gateways. Alright, so he's taking the 3rd and 4th gas now as well, so he can keep up with the gas production while upgrading as well. Gas production in units, sorry. And he should be adding on more gateways now. I think with this kind of playstyle, I don't think you can get a robotics facility.
No.
You have to just be like, alright, I've taken such a dramatic risk that I kind of have to just throw down like 3 gateways right now.
Yes.
Or very shortly as he can afford it. Because Cass is moving out. Without medivacs, before medivacs.
I think
and is he going to wait though? I mean, let's have a look at his vision. He hasn't scanned or anything, right? No, he has absolutely no idea. Because this is obviously, earlier than Bling's expecting it to come, because obviously he hasn't even gotten the medivacs. He's not even building them, and actually he hasn't even got enough gas to build them, so he may actually be just going without them.
That's kind of crazy. He's just
I know,
moving out. Cass never scouted anything. Look at them.
This is like so weird. And Bling has a lot of sentries, a lot of force field to hold off for a certain time, but I don't even think he has enough units, man. The gateway hasn't even come down.
He has to completely force field this. He can't let anything through. Oh my god, he reacts too late.
Is he just looking to fight this? He's only got 3 gateways.
Well,
Stim is done.
I think he can fight this. If
the pylon is about to finish. Obviously, he needs to warp in zealots into this.
If he can go back now, but force field is on perfect.
It's not terrible though for Bling. I mean, he's holding Cass off. He's Stim, but he can't lose his base. He's got zealots now into the fray. He's got enough force fields.
Okay, he's fine. Double Stim.
Bling, man, you said it. He's fine. And that was a sticky situation. Maybe it was a bad decision from Cass to try to take damage onto the Nexus and allowed obviously units to be picked off.
The thing is, if you don't have medivacs, you have exactly 1 Stim.
Yeah, and you have to do damage.
And you have to do damage. You can't attack the Nexus like that. Hide behind the force fields. You have to go in. You have to kill him. You can't do a second Stim because all your units are going to be having the hit points of Zerglings. But
Bling is so far ahead.
Yeah.
Look, he's working on 2 upgrades. He's got his additional gateways coming now. He's got Zealot Charge coming now. Cass is only on 1 engineering bay. He's only just thrown down his 2nd and the armory. He's only at 1-0. He hasn't even taken his 3rd. It's only just building. It's only halfway completed. Bling is on 6 gases.
Yes, and he got 60.
He's got extra chrono boost.
Yeah. He plants on a pylon in the bottom right of the map. That's nice too.
Yeah, to check for the double expo for sure.
He's probably gonna plant down another one here.
This is something that Cass needs to be pulling back into this game for sure. Like, this drop can obviously help out a bunch, and there's no units actually in good position. He has no
my god, he
information
goes north even.
Okay, this could be awesome. I wonder if he's mostly Marines. He could take down all the probes or take down the Nexus here. He's decided to go for the probes.
He might get both even.
Oh my god, if he gets both, that is one way that Empire Cass is going to get back into this game. Oh my god, the Nexus 400, 300, 200, 100. And it goes down, and Empire Cass gets a significant jump back into this game now.
And the dropships even get out. Okay, Bling, that was the only way you could have still lost this game. It's gonna be close from here on now, still, because 2-2 upgrades are gonna be significant.
This probe, man, this probe's an awesome probe. This Sonder, is an awesome Sonder probe because it sees that there's no 3rd base here. It doesn't mean there's no 3rd base anywhere, but it's the probability of that 3rd base going there is obviously very high.
Yes.
So he knows that Cass is still on 2 base, which is still going to help Bling out a lot. He's still on 3 Nexuses. He's still got 2 upgrades. He should be getting 3-3 right now, which I'm surprised he's not prime boosting that out. That's all, unless he's going to try to... Unless he's just going to be like, scrap 3-3 upgrades.
Yes.
I'm just going to go with all my units and try to prevent this 3rd base. But he's losing the pylon right next to that 3rd base.
But he still has a backup pylon a little bit further away.
Oh, thanks for pinging it for me, TLO. Not that I didn't know it was there.
Also the reflex.
Oh, that's awesome. Oh no! Again! Quick, plug TLO back in! Plug him in! Okay, TLO's doing it. Alright, it's okay. That's right as that. Okay, it's back in, it's okay.
Good thing Bling was not attacking.
I know, if they were attacking then, TLO. If they were attacking. But yeah, that pings. You want to ping it one more time for everybody just to see? I don't know how you even ping. There it is, everybody. There's the pylon that is clearly identified here by TLO with an exclamation mark on the minimap for you. As you can see, there is the pylon.
I just want to point out one thing though, that I'm sitting at Apollo's PC, so it's really not my fault.
It's my PC's fault that you ping the minimap?
No, I mean like that I am having like lag issues.
It's the internet, it's not my PC. Anyway, Cass very smartly walling himself in here. Very, very good against Zealot Charge.
You can't touch that.
Yeah, that's awesome walling. And now that 3-3 upgrade has been worked on Storm as well, as he's taken the 5th and 6th gas, he can obviously now tech up as well. And he will be getting ready to add Archons in. Oh, Bling, actually, that's a horrible place to go. I mean, I guess he expected Cass's army not to be there, but he's got to be more careful. He could have lost a lot there. Meanwhile...
If he would have engaged, yeah, for sure.
Oh, yeah.
I think Bling could have added the Templar Archive a little bit earlier, to be honest.
Yeah.
He had a ton of gas early on.
Well, he was at like 800. as he moved out earlier on, so most definitely.
Bling taking his 4th base. Just gonna go into the very late game here.
And it was scouted by the factory. Not the 4th base itself, or maybe it will now, but the probe that went over there was scouted.
If you put one on one together, you should know there's an Nexus.
Yeah. And it looks like Cass is already, he knows, he's actually going to drop it straight away. As you can see, Medivac is moving up north. 2 Marauders and 4 Marines will be going out to do so. And look at the composition that we're seeing from Cass. Look at the amount of Marines. It's so heavy, knowing that he's playing against so many Zealots. Yes. Very smart here from Cass, but against Storm that is about to finish up, he has to be so careful on hitting those EMPs.
Yes.
And the Medivac is now about to be dropped on that 4th base, but Cass is also at the 4th base too, and if Bling uses Zealot Charge on the drop... Oh,
it's a little bit odd to attack where he drops. Let's just...
Oh, he goes in, he stims, and there's no High Templar anywhere, and all of a sudden Bling's like, oh my god, oh god, there are the High Templar, right behind the army actually, and Cass cannot really fight here. Another Storm can just hit that ramp so hard, and it does hit it hard, but again, it doesn't hit the army hard.
He still has enough energy to force through. Those Storms weren't actually that effective, to be honest. He was a little bit premature throwing them down there. And wow,
the EMPs.
And he pushes the Archons right into the army. Poor Archons.
Oh dear god, Bling is in trouble now. He's got a lot of Zealots, yes, but like I said, there's a lot of Marines here and nothing to kill them. And all of a sudden, I can't believe this is happening. 190 supply versus 110. 90 supply. Bling's about to lose his 4th base. And he's about to be on the verge of going out of the tournament as well.
Yes.
From 0 to 0. What has happened here?
I don't know, just losing that Nexus in the main threw him back so much, and then he kind of went into a state of indecision, making a lot of Zealots, thinking maybe I can finish the game, but Cass repelled that idea so well that...
Well, his gateway count is only at 6.
It's weird, right?
That's really low, and now he's added on gateway. His money's so
1.8K.
high, yeah. He like literally doesn't have enough production facilities, and obviously he's gone on 3 bases so incredibly early, he just didn't help himself out there. If he's got the money, but he doesn't have any way to spend it. And now comes the Doom drop into the base, and this can work either way, but it's most likely going to work in favor of Cass now. He's got a really good position. The SimCity is going to allow the Zealots to just be clumped up a lot more if Cass allows it to happen. Good feedbacks, but there's just too many ghosts.
Yeah, and if you use all your energy on feedback, it doesn't even matter if you feedback ghosts, because you don't have so many more.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That is just a nightmare for Bling. And Cass gets himself into a great position, not only to fight the army, but to take this best of 3 series. Now, I really can't see how Bling can come back here. He's trying to get Colossus. The switch was late of Colossus as well. And it almost felt like Bling let go of the game.
Absolutely. He was thrown off by that Medivac, I guess, by that one Medivac.
Yeah.
Or, no, 2 Medivacs it was. He did not only lose his base, he also lost his mind of this game. And
it's a really good fight though for him, but at the same time, Cass is on 3 bases. He's got another orbital command for extra mules.
Yeah.
He's got a 4th base as a planetary, and oh my god, there come the mules get landed down, and he can even take the center of that base now. So even though Bling cleans up the army, the supply difference is still incredibly large. 102 supply for Cass, who has another. Oh,
what?
Oh,
that's a little bit.
He has a lot of ghosts, man.
Yeah, but that's too many ghosts, man.
It's like you said,
who you
when SCVs get killed, it's just ghosts left.
I know.
And there's a lot of them with a lot of energy. And you could probably imagine just like a pure sniping army. Like they all just sitting on a cliff from a distance. Bling's army sitting there as a small little clump it is, and they all have red dots on them. Then all of a sudden it's just like... everything's gone. Because he actually has so many snipes.
There's like some fog coming up, and suddenly the Protoss sees like all those laser pointers in the fog. That would be funny, but there's 4 Colossus. I'm a little bit scared for Cassia because ghosts don't fight Colossus.
He's got 4. Oh my god, 4 Ghost Academies come in. He's like, I'm just gonna nuke Bling to death, man. Get out my game. There's 4 Vikings, 2 more on the way, 3 upgrades as well on the way too.
I don't think it
upgrades
matters.
still in favor, but against EMP, man. EMP is just gonna knock all these down, and it doesn't matter how well you upgraded. Marine Marauders are gonna just knock. It's just gonna destroy it. And Bling is still carrying through actually and killing that 4th base there.
Killing all the SCVs.
And all the SCVs. It's actually a nice move for him. So even
Supply
though
is being equalized
we're talking about a lot of ghost maneuvers and nukes coming, it seems like the baton's been passed. It's like, okay, you are now winning the game. And then it just gets dropped. And it's like they'd be the worst relay team ever.
Yeah, that's true.
Like Cass and Bling. But anyway, The Zealot is warped in to deny the potential base down in the bottom, but Cass has taken the middle base. Obviously not as good as the north one he had, but still sufficient enough. And it looks like Bling, High Templar in the Warp Prism again, and he's going to try and avoid the EMPs. But like we said earlier, there are a lot of Vikings out. They could probably one-shot the Warp Prism as they are upgraded, or starting to get upgraded, not actually upgraded yet.
Yeah, absolutely. I was a little bit excited for that Observer on top of the Terran army for a second, but the turret finished, and so much for that. But still,
Bling's not out of it
can
yet.
suddenly come back. Yeah.
I mean, StarCraft is all about, dropping the baton, who's ahead, who's not. But if you let your opponent get back in, he can still do that. And which is we're seeing here, Bling's now taking the middle of the map. And with one good engagement, he could turn this around. One set of good storms.
That is not a good position for him to attack. I think Cass is going to be able to take out everything here. Bling is dropping the baton once again, and there's no way he can deal with any of that.
Even the position Bling is in is not good enough. His Zealot charge is doing nothing. They actually die before they get there. Despite being only at 2-2, Marine Marauder and Ghost, yeah, they're good enough. Good storms from Bling. Well, actually, no, those are bad storms.
Never mind.
Never mind, but look at the army that Cass still has. It's just so strong. And the capabilities he has to remax it is so high, his money is so low. And all of a sudden, if Bling loses this center base, he loses map control once again. He's pushed back, and Cass immediately charges towards this north base. And that one High Templar, well, you are not going to survive long, son. And he is, well, at least he dies with a bit of a storm. But this base goes down, and Bling is feeling the pain right now, for sure.
Absolutely.
He knows he had this game, and GG is called. Cass advances through the second semi-final, where we're going to be having Grubby versus Cass. But before we do, obviously, talk about that and switch over to the next game, obviously Bling is out of the tournament now, but Bling is getting more into the scene. You can obviously follow him on Twitter. It's very simple, just Dignitas Bling. If you appreciate his play in the tournament and want to know more about him for the rest of the tournament, do so. And his stream as well, which is Twitch TV, Dignitas Bling. But Cass advances through now. Commiserations to Bling, who now, I guess, has to go back to even more Terran practice as he plays the Muslim tomorrow.
Yes, and the Muslim is not going to be much easier than Cass.
Exactly. It's going to be a rough road for Bling, and hopefully he keeps his head high and momentum going for tomorrow. But now, Grubby versus Cass, the first semi-final that's been laid out.
And those guys know each other.
Very well. Very well. And that's just going to be a great series. No doubt about it. But before we obviously go into the semi-finals, we have 2 more quarterfinals coming up, Mr. TLO.
Absolutely, and I'm looking forward to each of them.
Yes, and to be honest, we have the cream of the Zerg crop, guys. If you are Zerg fans, obviously Snoop, you can be a Snoop fan too, but if you're Zerg fans, you actually should be getting a little bit excited right now, because we have Stefano and Nurcio
absolutely
going up against, not each other, but 2 underdogs in this tournament. Beast of QT, which is an underdog, but never to be underestimated.
Absolutely. He's one of those, I'd say, top, second-tier pro gamers.
Yeah.
He's, almost there, not quite yet, but he can definitely take off games.
And then we have, that would be Beast of QT versus Nurture, the last game, the last quarterfinal. But the one we're going into next is going to be Titan versus Stefano. Titan, what an epic name he has. Going up against Stefano, and it's not going to be an easy ride.
No.
Titan has potential to beat Stefano, but it's not going to be easy, man. It's Stefano, guys.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
He's pretty good. That's one way to explain that. No, he's pretty good. So we're going to be getting ready with that, sort the videos out, and then we'll get right into that game very, very shortly. So I'm just going to run a couple of ads momentarily, and also play some epic TLO, Groove Shark, Liquid TLO music. So stay tuned, guys. I hope you're enjoying the day. There's a lot more exciting action to come. I'm sure some more witty jokes from TLO. So stay tuned.